And once again, welcome back. We're here with healthcare providers from Clarity Healthcare to answer your questions about the coronavirus pandemic. You can send in your questions via our WGEM Facebook page or through our email. Once again, at news@wgem.com. Another question has come in. Bill Mayer wants to know, he says, I would like to know why almost all people trapped on cruise ships get COVID-19. I believe it's more than just a social distance issue. Could the virus be spread by the HIVAC system on the boat? If that is possible, could it spread in hospitals the same way? Ladies?
I think that our hospitals here are taking all the measures to make sure that they are on top of that in case it is spread. I know that they're making sure that they have, in situations where it could be spread through the air, they're making sure that they're taking precautions that way to have, to be equipped to protect all of our communities from contracting COVID-19 in that way. As far as this cruise ship, I think because there's only so much distance on the cruise ship that you could get away from as far as distancing, so I think that may be a potential indicator of why social distancing is so important.
Also, Michelle Tappendorf sent in a question to us via our email. Is it safe to still check out books and movies from the library? How long will the virus live on these types of items?
You know, the virus can live on surfaces for an extended period of time, and I think that's why it's important that everyone is doing the proper technique as far as wiping down items that are returned to the library, and I'm sure the library has special precautions that they're doing to make sure people are safe and still continue to take benefit of checking out books, especially since everyone's supposed to be staying home and partaking in individual things at home and to help protect ourselves.
That brings up an interesting question. Should vendors at some of these stores that sell magazines and books be wiping them down as customers come in, review them, perhaps put them back and move on to another item? Should they be doing that?
That's something that I think is important, that if they have the ability to do that, I would encourage people to protect themselves by not touching magazines unless you plan to purchase it, or carrying your own wipes that you could maybe wipe down a magazine before you purchase the magazine yourself. You know, you can't worry about what other people are doing. You have to make sure you're protecting yourself. So if there's something that you're interested in, make sure that you are taking the precautions and not waiting for someone else to take those precautions for you.
All right, good common sense there, no doubt about that. Another question has come in through our email. What are the effects of patients using albuterol in inhalers? Albuterol inhalers, I should say. What are the effects of patients using albuterol, inhalers? Ladies?
Albuterol inhalers, I mean, as far as it would be the same thing, just making sure that you're only using your inhaler and not sharing. I'm not sure what they were specifically asking regarding the albuterol.
So you shouldn't be sharing them. Use your own and just be, good common sense, right?
Right.
All right. Debbie Houston sends in a question via our WGM Facebook page as well. Should we go in for checkups at the doctor's office? My son needs a 1-year-old checkup. Should we wait?
I think that goes back to the question we answered a little while ago when Chaka had mentioned there are certain immunizations that you get at certain well child visits. So I think it's between you and your physician to call and see if that's something that they still want you to make sure you get. If you're a person who is still an essential employee and is still working and you may need to go to the grocery store and those kinds of things, I think that you need to weigh those risks, and it may be better off for the child to get those immunizations at that time, but your doctor would be able to let you know if that's one that they thought maybe you could wait until after the imminent threat is over. All
right, Tina Graham has sent in another question into us. She would like to know, should people go to visit other people? Ladies, what do you think?
I think that's another, we've heard in multiple media, all over Facebook, the news, all over everywhere that we're needing to social distance. There are times when you will absolutely have to go see a family member, or I know me in particular, my grandmother lives close to us, and if she needs groceries, she's asking me to get them and leave them on her porch for her. And it's very hard to do. I want to go in, I want to talk with her, but she's asked that we kind of stay apart until we get past this little hump.
Very good. That'll do it for all our time for today. Thanks for joining us. We'll continue on the radio side in just a few moments. We'll see you at 10.